Hey y'all, this is Rafael Kowalewski from Netherlands. You're watching the Morning Ride on Texas Homegrown Radio with one and only Joe Lee and Jeff Bridges.
Hey y'all, we're Kinfo, and you're listening to the Morning Ride with our buddy Stephenville's Coma King, Jody Lee. Hell yeah, baby!
It's the Morning Ride. Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the Morning Ride.
Nope, this is the first I've heard of it.
Come on. What?
Hey everybody, this is Ray Wiley Road, and you're on the Morning Ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
Yeah, I know that, dude. It's a household name.
I just woke up.
Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Welcome into the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio, live from the Rockstar Ranch and Texas Homegrown Studios. Yeah. I've been doing some old school DJing this morning, the first hour.
Man.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's kind of fun just to do radio with no cameras in my face. I kind of enjoyed it. It's like old school, man.
Yeah, like people don't do that very often anymore, on the radio.
When I first started, man,
DJing.
I'll have to talk about that later. But first, need to mention our great sponsors.
That's right.
Like our newest sponsor, Mr. Dana Deathridge with Double D Barbecue.
That's right. You don't need no teeth to chew.
Double D's. That's what you need. I'm going to stop right there.
Filter.
Filter. The Morning Ride also brought to you by Triple Crown Ford Lincoln.
That's right. Get on down to the Triple Crown.
Let your horses run.
That's what we're talking about.
They won't let you down.
They won't let you down.
Also brought to you by Cannonball Insurance Solutions.
Cannonball!
There we go. Second one was good. And brought to you by Brazos River AC. If you need an AC,
Call Wishy.
check them out online, brazosriverac.com.
That's right.
Tell you what, he's done a great job. It feels comfortable in here all the time. Like, it's just perfect.
It's great, man.
Yeah, put two different systems into the studio. Man, it's nice.
Yeah, I came in here last night. It was like 30 outside, and walked
So,
in here. It's like
so much
75.
better than the old place where I couldn't control the
Oh yeah,
environment.
It was
and
like
it was
an ice box,
or it was like 500 degrees.
Yeah, it was one or the other all the time. I do remember that.
So much better. I feel better having Brazos River AC taking care of us.
Yes, sir.
Keeping us comfortable. Also brought to you by Wiley Disposal.
Is your trash in a piley?
Call Wiley.
Don't lose your smiley. That's good stuff right there.
They're good people, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love some Wiley. Also brought to you by Beverly Gosden Jenkins and the A-Team.
Because if you want the cream of the crop, you've got to go straight to the top.
You know what I mean, Vern?
There you go. I'll cut you off there.
That's good stuff.
I was supposed to shut up earlier, but then I didn't.
Hey, there's Dusty Williams. I just played Dusty's song, too.
Right on,
Yeah.
man. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff.
Oh, Dusty, man, he's got some good songs. A-Team, all their stuff's good, though. I don't even worry about it. Like, if she sends it to me, I just know I'm going to be playing it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Good morning, Jose. He says, morning, brothers.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
When you go come sit in with us one morning, that'd be fun.
Heck yeah, man. He get on down here. He's just a stone throw away.
Yeah. I know he always gives us a hard time for not going to see him, but, it works both ways. I still have things I'm having to filter this morning. Yeah. You know why? It's because I got hung out with my nephew, Braden, yesterday and his little friends, and they are hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I used to be, I think. I'm like, I miss being where you didn't have a care in the world. You were just running around being hilarious,
Yeah,
you know?
you were telling me a little bit about that last time.
Oh, I got so many stories.
Man. Great jokes.
So many stories, but this Kyler Pack is like the funniest little kid ever, and his dad was one of my friends growing up. So it's even funnier because I grew up with his dad, and I told him, I said, "Hey, you're just like your dad." I said, "Your dad used to be hilarious too," and he was like, "No, I don't believe it." I said, "What?" He goes, "I'm just not buying it."
I'm just not buying it.
So I told his dad that, and he goes, "Yeah, it's because I turned mean when I got older." He goes, "I used to be funny, but not anymore." But the kid was hilarious. So we're in line, and Kyler, we were at the stock show. I went and supported my niece and nephew yesterday. That's why we weren't on the air, and which was great. I needed to be there.
Heck yeah.
And but I took Braden and Kyler to the concession stand, and this was the funniest thing I think happened. Kyler, he didn't show; he was showing today, but he was helping Braden. He had to be there for his buddy,
Heck
So
yeah.
he was like the hype guy for Braden all day long. Like,
Nice.
he's hyping him up. So we're standing in line, and there's a girl that's probably 3 years older than they are, and they're like 10,
Mm-hmm.
And this girl turns around. She's like 2 foot taller than Kyler. She turns around and she goes, "You did great showing today, Kyler." He goes, "Thanks, babe." And she kind of smiled and turned back around. He looked at me. He goes, "I didn't even show today." And then she turned back around and he quit smiling. He's like, "So." I love this kid.
That's awesome.
Greatness, man.
Oh man, that's great. I'll tell you what. It's it was there's the other one that you told me that was it really cracked me up. Was it you told Braden something? I'm gonna have to grow my hair out and go, "Hi."
Oh yeah, because they
Hi.
were talking about they couldn't win showmanship.
That's right.
And Kyler goes, "Yeah, my dad told me ain't no way we compete with these girls." I said, "What?" He goes, "You can't compete with those cute girls. Ain't no way you can beat them." He goes, "My dad told me if you wanted to win, you had to grow your hair out long and put a bow in it and go, 'Hi,' and I ain't doing that."
I ain't doing that. That's awesome.
They were hilarious, man. They were so good. Hey, Gary Newell's on this morning. What's up, Mr. Gary Newell?
What's up, man?
Good morning.
Top them earning tweez.
I'm really excited to get to go play Del Norte's
Oh, heck
coming up
yeah.
before too long, so that'll be fun.
That's gonna be awesome, man. Bucket
Yeah.
list stuff right there.
I've been watching Brock's, man. They've been tearing it up still at Brock's. And, get out there and support Brock's and James. He's still fighting that, what Gary calls the demon inside. Mm-hmm. So, but doing pretty good. The last report I heard
Good,
was, James Brock. He's doing pretty good. So that's a really cool
Man,
place. Though
He's a good feller, man.
Brock's is my favorite place in Granbury for sure to go hang out and play
it's
and
got
listen
the
to live
best-
music.
It's got the best vibe and the best environment.
Really does.
the
And
best
good people. Yeah, that's the thing. We've played in a lot of places and just it feels comfortable there,
Yeah, it feels awesome, man.
because they hadn't forgot about the music.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's an awesome place, man.
Yeah, I love it. Del Norte's is going to be fun too.
Never played there.
Yeah.
It'll be my first time.
It'll
there.
be our first time, but it's fun. Good food too.
Heck yeah.
Let me some tacos.
Hell, man. Come on. We in Texas. We all live on tacos.
Skinny
Here.
tacos. I'm looking for those skinny tacos.
Wish tacos made me skinny. I love that song, man.
Well, we thought of a new segment we might do today. I think we should start it today since M's under the weather and not here.
Yeah.
We should probably start it today. But I think we're going to do something called Freestyle Friday, where we let the listeners give us words, and we just make up a song on the fly with the words that are
You
on.
never would know what could come from that.
You never know. Zane Williams used to do that, but he had a whole day. The way he did it, he would let people send in words, and he'd pick through them, and had a whole day. We're going to do it live.
Heck yeah. Well,
We do it anyway.
pretty much.
But lately, that's what's been happening to me. Every time someone hands me a guitar, they're like, "Make up a song."
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Freestyle
I mean,
Friday.
I'm like,
You're
what is
right
this?
here.
8.5 mile? I mean, what do you think I am? my new rap name is Reese's Pieces. Eminem's already been taken.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. No, it's definitely a gift you have for putting words together. Once, like, I mean, You know, it's always like I could send you something that I've been trying to work on for weeks, and then you're like, "Here it is." And just
Well,
I
I got lots of words, but not sometimes that's been a bad thing in life because words come out of my mouth really quick, and sometimes I wished I'd have took time to filter those words. You know, it's really a wonder I wasn't beat up more as a kid. Like, it's a good thing I was a pretty big kid.
Yeah.
Or it probably wouldn't have been good.
Right.
Because my mouth is smarter than my brain.
I think that's true for most of us fellers.
It helped me in radio, though. Like, it was a good thing in radio. I was quick, but I found out at a younger age that being good at being quick with your mouth is good on the radio, not always good in real life.
Oh yeah, I can attest to that. Yeah. One time I got my nose broken, 5 or 6 times. So.
One time I got it broke 5 or 6 times. 60% of the time, it works every time.
That's when I learned that, you should never talk crap until after you won the fight. Because otherwise, somebody's going to pop you right in the middle of talking, and it's always going to be in the nose. Sucks.
Hey, good morning to Gloria tuning in. And also Scott Parker, he's up north, I think in Illinois or one of them places. He says, good morning. It's 27 here this morning, wherever I'm living now. I told you Scott just moved back to Texas.
Yeah. You don't find stuff like that every day of the winter here in Texas.
No, we freak out if it gets like below 30 at all. It's
right.
like, shut everything down. Go to H-E-B, buy all the food, get all the toilet paper. It's the end of the world. So I was telling somebody this yesterday at the stock show. I had moved off to Colorado for a little bit at one point in my life.
Right.
So many stories about that short time in Colorado. But when I moved in, the neighbor he despised me.
Oh,
and
really?
I couldn't figure out why. And he didn't want to talk to me, and I didn't understand that because I'm from Texas, and you're supposed to be, friendly with your neighbors and stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy, he just gave me a dirty look every day. Never would say anything to me. And then one day he comes and knocks on my door. And I'm like, well, this is weird. So I open the door and I'm like, can I help you? He goes, we got a problem. I was like, what do you mean we got? So I'm getting defensive, right off the bat. I'm like, what do you mean we got a problem? He goes, look, I'm sorry I was rude to you when you moved in. He goes, but we don't really like people from Texas because y'all don't know how to drive in the snow or the ice. I'm like, you're right. Like, I get that. He goes, but we got a bigger problem. I go, what's that? And he goes, someone just moved in across the street. I said, from Texas? He goes, worse, California. And me and him became really good friends after that moment. And that's what I learned. Someone can hate you, but if they hate someone worse, then you can still be their friend.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes, exactly. That's how it happened.
Oh, my God.
Turned out to be a really cool guy. He did woodwork and stuff. And I was like, how do you do? And he was like, oh, man. I'm like, if you'd have talked to me when I first moved in. We could have been friends this whole time. And then he tells me, you know what I really want to get my hands on? He goes, it's hard to find, is mesquite. I'm like, are you kidding? We grow it by the acre where I'm from. We get all this mesquite. So he actually at one point got some mesquite from me to make stuff out of.
That reminds me, I need to load up a trailer full of split mesquite and go over to Colorado.
Yeah, well, they don't have it. It's it's like it's a delicacy over there, I guess.
Get something they got over there and bring it back here.
Yeah, that's
that we don't have, right?
That's the thing. That's why I was like wondering why we ought to, where it's cold, like up north, and they get all the snow and stuff, right?
Right.
We should just get a bunch of refrigerated trucks and go load that up and bring it down here to where people need water for their fields.
Right.
It'll melt by the time you get here. Then you just spray it on the field and go back and do it again.
Yeah, but except for snow is only like 1% freaking water. Like if you try to melt snow and get a cup of water, like you could fill that whole cup up with snow and you get like that much water at the bottom because it's mostly air. Have to be like ice blocks. We're going to be ice.
But it's still
farmers.
It's still water.
By the time you got back, it'd be all gone.
Because one part of the country's in drought, the other one part of the country's flooding. Let's just switch it out. You know what I mean? Let's help out your neighbor. It could work.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good morning, Dean Chapman. Good to hear you're on there, and played some Dean Chapman this morning too.
Right on, man.
I love that artists tune in and hang out with us on the morning
Man, that's
show.
cool.
So yeah. But we are going to do this coming up a little bit, and that's cool that we have some artists because I think they could help us out. We're going to do Freestyle Friday where we let y'all give us some words, and we're going to write a song on the spot.
Put something together.
You never know.
You
never know what can happen.
It's probably not going to get too deep, but it's going to be awesome.
It might though. You never know.
You never know.
We've done that.
That's true.
Some great songs have come out of things like that.
Very
So
true.
we may have to try it out and see what happens. Let's see what the national holidays are today, so we know what to celebrate. How about that?
For sure.
Because I want to keep the government happy.
We got to make sure we do them national holidays they want us to pay attention to.
It's National Keto Day.
Oh, right on.
I tried the keto diet.
Keto Reeves?
I tried the keto diet. It didn't work for me.
No?
Yeah, you have to it's basically like shocking your body, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The good thing is it's a lot of protein.
Right.
So I like that part of it, but
Heck yeah.
you have to fast for so many days.
Do you remember when
That
everybody was
sucks.
raving about the Atkins diet? Where
Oh, yeah.
you're like, you can just eat bacon?
Yeah,
for every meal?
the Chet Atkins diet.
Yeah.
I did it wrong. I was like, I thought it was just whiskey. Wait, that was the George Jones diet. Sorry,
I was so excited when I heard about that, though, because I was like, wait, you can just eat bacon and it's healthy? But it turns out it's not.
I played a Brian Burns song this morning I hadn't played in a long time.
Yes.
Whiskey-O.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a wino, I'm a whiskey-O.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. It's also National Screenwriters Day.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Well, are they still on strike? They were on strike for a while.
What's that? What's a screenwriter?
You write movies.
Oh, okay. Right on.
I thought about writing movies. I still have that dream that when I was in a coma, they would make a great movie.
Yeah.
But I think it would have to be it was so messed up, it'd have to be a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Right. For real. Well, I still think that that Amish thing would be a great movie where people just keep accidentally arriving into the future from the past, and they're putting them on reservations, and they're like, you can't talk to the outside world because then they might find out you're from the past, and so they keep them on these Amish, and the government's the CIA's always investigating them, and that's what Rumspringa is about. Is sometimes people to
Escape.
Yeah.
Good work. I like it. I watched it about you got me on that Mandela effect thing.
Yeah, dude. I'm
And
serious.
I watched a crazy one. Joe Rogan actually did a thing on it too. But I got in a wormhole and was watching. But there was this lady that swore that Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia on the logo. And they and on their website they put all the logos they'd ever had. There was no cornucopia, right? Well, that's what Fruit of the Loom did. They're they never did. And she went and found some old clothes she had, and the logo had a cornucopia on it.
I knew it.
But there's no evidence other than that there ever was.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. And they said that that's because they're wanting to show that they can change the past right in front of our eyes, and no one really cares.
Hell no.
But there's always someone who cares.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts, man. But the one about the Statue of Liberty being on a different island than it used to, that don't make any sense to me. I'm serious.
Liberty bibbity.
Liberty bibbity. Oh, look, a bee-boo.
Is National Whipped Cream Day.
Oh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Man, you know what?
What did he do to you, Nugget? Don't whip him.
Whipped cream today is not like what I grew up. I grew up with real whipped cream. Like my great grandmother, she milked the cow. Yeah, and made the whipped cream herself. What? And she had this old crock thing, and so I've got it in my house. That's what I put all my cooking utensils in. It's this old crock pot, not like a crock pot you warm stuff in, but like a
stock pot.
No, it's it's almost like ceramic, but it was, I don't know. But that thing, she would put the whipped cream in it and put it in her refrigerator, and it would get so cold. and I would go in there and I'd real carefully, I'd open the fridge door and I'd get my finger almost in it and I'd hear it go, "You're not putting your finger in that whipped cream, are you?" And I'm like, "Nope." It was so good. I don't know how much sugar was in that stuff. I mean, it was probably so fattening. Oh, it was so good though. It was
My wife
amazing.
makes some homemade whipped cream, but she don't milk the cow. You know, she uses stuff we bought. But man, that stuff's amazing.
I'm telling you, man, that homemade whipped cream, that's it don't get much better than that unless you're just hanging out under the cow udder. You know what I mean? Like, it's like ice cream. Like Blue Bell ice cream's great, but homemade ice cream, there's no substitution for it. You can't even get close.
Yeah, because the stuff they use it with or use for it with all the preservatives and crap in it, it's just
it's not the same. And I went and did the coolest thing. I got to be a celebrity judge at an ice cream contest.
Really?
Yeah, in Morgan Mill, right? And so I get there, and there was like 30 things of homemade ice cream, and I had to be a judge. And it was me and Ruth Buzzy. You know Ruth Buzzy from Laugh In?
Oh, yeah.
She lives right here. She was awesome and hilarious. There was a few other celebrity judges. I don't know how I got involved in that, actually, but
Holy crap.
oh,
I guess.
I ate so much ice cream. It was amazing.
I love that stuff.
There was so many different kinds. Like there people were making stuff I've never even heard of.
Man, I love that stuff. I really do. It's one of my
And all the old ladies were like, "Here, try mine. Here, try mine." I'm like, "I've already tried it," and they're like, "Eat some more," and I'm like, "Oh, can I have no more ice cream?" Scott Parker said his old boss hauled a trailer load of mesquite to New York once a month for years. He said triple axle flatbed loads. They wanted real Texas barbecue because that's what they want, that mesquite.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm going to start making my way up there.
Yeah, if y'all need some mesquite, hit us up. I got plenty. You cut it down and 3 more grow. Like it's when I was a little kid, my grandpa would get me to go out in the pasture, and I'd have to cut down little baby mesquites and pour diesel.
Yeah,
so they wouldn't grow
so
back.
Invasive.
Yeah, to take over a field.
That's true.
Also, it's National Bird Day.
Bird Day.
Bird Day. Jeb has a thing where hawks follow him around.
Sometimes.
I think that's your spirit animal.
I think you might be right. That's been happening for a long time. But I don't know what it means, man.
Yeah, I don't either. But I don't know. But it's a thing because even when he spits, it's hawking a loogie. Oh man!
It started when I was shredding field, though, man. You know, like I'd be going and shredding wheat stalks or something like that, and or just cutting the tall grass, and them hawks would just sit up in the tree, and they'd go and swoop mice out from underneath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As soon as I cut it, the mice, you could see them field mice jumping in the tall grass out of where I just cut.
I think you need to train one, like that sits on your shoulder like a parrot, but it's a hawk. Can you imagine like somebody talking crap to you, and then all of a sudden this hawk just flies down, lands on your shoulder, and then gives them the eye like.
That'd be awesome.
Be like this guy.
Plucks out their eyeballs.
Yeah, be like this big guy. He'd be like, "You go, what are you gonna do about it?" And you'd be like, "I ain't gonna do nothing about it." But my bird.
It opens its wings.
Yeah, and then there'd be like an announcer guy, and he was like, "And then Jeb gave him the bird."
That'll be how I tell it to go.
I was telling Braden and his friend about that yesterday, about how you said sometimes you can whistle and a hawk will drop its feather for you, if it likes you. Mm-hmm. And I just told him, I don't know how it came up, something about birds. So I go outside. They're standing outside the pig barns. I walk out there and I see his friend going. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm trying to get a feather." I'm like, "There's not even a hawk in the air." And he goes, "There might be soon."
That's awesome.
Scott says, "Just watch the Trunk Monkey video. You have to watch it."
A Trunk Monkey video.
I don't know. That scares me.
Trunk Monkey.
We'll have to look it up. We'll take a break and go check that out. When we come back, though, y'all be ready with some words for some songs. We might try out this Freestyle Friday, see how it goes. Get Jed to pull out the old guitar. They'll get fiddle. Y'all stick around. It's the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. You can always watch us live on YouTube Live and Facebook Live and listen live on Live 365. It all rhymes. That makes it easier, too. Oh, yeah. And you can find all those links and more on our webpage at TexasHomegrownRadio.com.